The Motorola Edge 60 Ultra was long expected to be the company's 2025 flagship smartphone, carrying forward Motorola's modern naming scheme for its premium lineup and following the successful Edge 50 Ultra. But as we move further into the year, the chances of seeing the Edge 60 Ultra appear seem slimmer than ever because there's been no official confirmation, no certifications, no leaks, no teaser campaigns, nothing at all. And in today's fast-moving smartphone market, silence usually means cancellation, which is disappointing for fans who anticipated a true competitor to Samsung's Galaxy S26 Ultra and Google's Pixel 10 Pro. And while the absence of the Edge 60 Ultra raises serious doubts, we can still imagine what it might have been based on the excellent Edge 50 Ultra, which launched in April 2024 with powerful hardware, premium design, and competitive pricing. So if Motorola had followed its usual release schedule, the Edge 60 Ultra should have arrived in April 2025. But now, we're well past that window, leaving many to believe Motorola may have paused or even ended its Ultra-branded flagship program altogether. Yet there's still a small possibility that the company could surprise us with a late-year release, especially if it wants to stay relevant in the flagship race. But the longer the wait, the less likely this device becomes. And that leaves fans asking the ultimate question: has Motorola abandoned its Ultra flagship dream? If the Edge 60 Ultra did exist, pricing expectations would have been around €999 for the 512 gigabytes base model, just like its predecessor, which would still undercut Samsung, Google, and Apple, making a strong value-oriented flagship. And knowing Motorola, there would likely have been attractive launch discounts and bundle offers with carriers across the EU and UK, because that's exactly how Motorola has kept its premium phones appealing despite facing tough competition. And when it comes to features, we could have expected a stunning high-refresh AMOLED display, top-tier Snapdragon chipset, advanced cooling systems, and of course, Motorola's signature ultra-fast charging speeds, which have often been some of the best in the industry, not to mention camera upgrades, as the Edge 50 Ultra already impressed with its 200MP main sensor. So the Edge 60 Ultra could have pushed that even further with improved AI enhancements and better low-light performance. And while all of this sounds exciting, the harsh reality is that without leaks, without regulatory filings, and without even the slightest teaser from Motorola, the probability of this phone launching keeps dropping every single month. Because usually by now, a flagship of this caliber would have shown up in certification databases, supply chain leaks, or even third-party case designs. Yet we have nothing, which strongly suggests that Motorola may have either postponed development or quietly scrapped it, and this makes sense given that the premium flagship market is incredibly competitive, dominated by Samsung, Apple, and Google, leaving little room for challengers. But still, many loyal fans believe Motorola should not give up, because the Edge Ultra series carved out a niche as a high-performance, lower-cost flagship that appealed to buyers who wanted cutting-edge specs without the extreme $1,200 plus price tag. So if Motorola skips the Edge 60 Ultra, it risks losing momentum and disappointing its growing European customer base. However, there's still hope that Motorola could pivot and instead launch a different premium device under a new name, possibly focusing on foldables, because that's where the market is heating up. Yet for those who waited specifically for the Edge 60 Ultra, the current silence is frustrating, leaving everyone wondering what could have been. And maybe Motorola is playing a different strategy this year, taking more time to refine its devices rather than rushing an annual upgrade. Because if they plan to return with a stronger, more innovative Edge 70 Ultra in 2026, the wait could be justified. But until then, fans will have to rely on the already excellent Edge 50 Ultra, which still offers incredible performance for its price. But the fact remains, the Motorola Edge 60 Ultra was expected. It was wanted. It was needed to keep Motorola in the flagship conversation. And unless a big surprise is around the corner, the dream of this device may remain just that, a dream. And with that, we close today's deep dive on the Motorola Edge 60 Ultra, release date expectations, price estimates, and potential upgrades. Don't forget to subscribe for more smartphone updates, leaks, and reviews, because there's always more happening in the world of mobile technology. And as always, this is TechVerse.